Hey, what's up, family? How y'all doing? This is Apostle E. Listen, you got the ways to give at the bottom of the screen. I know it's been a while since I've been on, and so I got to get back used to this thing. So y'all just bear with me. It's been a minute since I've been back on, so but it's good to see everybody. Hello, everyone. Now, if you're on, I'm y'all know how to do it. I'll say hello to you for something happened. See, I need Dr. Emmy here. I'll say hello to you, and then for about 1 minute till we get everybody in here, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna get my life together, y'all. Yeah, there we go. Y'all see me? Y'all see my light? There we go. All right. So, good evening. So, if as I see your name, I'll say hello. How you doing, Bristol? How you doing, Tomberlin, Shantae, Desiree? How you doing? How you doing? Stock is on. We got 68 people on. Let's go. How you doing, Tiffany? How you doing, Brandy? How you doing, Mother Retta? How you doing? Come on, y'all. We got 60 on. Let's get this up to 100, man. We're gonna be in church next Tuesday. Thank you, Sherry. So good to Sarah. Sarah, hope you're doing well. We can't wait to see you. Um, Pastor Marcus is on. What's up, bro? Dr. Angie is on. Hey, Tamara, how you doing, Miss T? We got Corey Lee on. How you doing, Corey? Deja, how you doing? Kentari, how you doing, daughter? Amy, how you doing, daughter? Karen, how you doing, daughter? Bristol, good to see all of you guys. Keyshawn, what's up, daughter? If you come in, I'm gonna say hello. Got about 30 seconds. What's up, Macaroni? What's up, Mac in the house? What's up, Ro? What's up, Ro? Shakim, how you doing, daughter? Good to see y'all. Demi, how you doing? All right, 72 of us. We got to get those likes. So let's make sure those likes match the number of people that are on. So if you're on, it should be 72, 74 likes now, 74 people on. Let's get how you doing, Pastor Kim? Ebony, how you doing, daughter? How you doing, Amy? Clive. Out of your bed! Clive, what's up, Prophet? What's up, man? Sean, what's up, Jay Fonda? What's going on? Stock in the house. What's up, Yakima? What's up, Mary? Miss Mary, I love you, girl. I love you, Miss Mary. I love your smile and your hugs. What's up, Smallwood? What's up, Danny? What's up, Danny? What's up, Sharmanique? How you doing, daughter? With the new whip? Sharmanique got that new whip, baby. BMW, rolling. You hear me? Lamisa, how you doing, daughter? How you doing? Yeah, tag your people also. We're gonna be in church next Tuesday. All right, just by tag your people, tag everybody y'all auxiliary. Are we gonna be in church next Tuesday? Zach, how you doing, son? How you doing, man? Toye, what up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So let me jump right in here and get this going. Hey, Cree, how you doing? How you doing, Cree? How you doing, daughter? Zach, all of you guys, man. Listen, get your crew in here, man. It's 80 people on. 83. We need the likes to match the people that are on. We need 100 likes, 100 shares. That's what we need, people. Let's do that. What's up, Dre? What's up, Dre? What's up, man? What's up, Letitia? How you doing? I miss you and Dom. You're my boy Dominique, man. Can't wait to see you guys. What's up, Pastor Dap? What's up, Pastor Rollin Knight? I see you. All right, let's get in here. All right. All right, now listen. We got a 62. We got 89 people on. We only have 62 likes. Y'all know that's not good math. All you do is just press the love button. Let's do that. Come on, let's do that. What's up, Tasha? What's up, Tracy? T Mac? All right, let's get in here, Doriana. Let's go. 91, 64 likes. So maybe the matchup. Tag your people, man, because I know y'all want to get at church. Yeah, I think y'all want to be in person, so we're gonna make that happen next week. Um, let's jump into this teaching tonight, man. I want to challenge you. I want to do some grown folk talking tonight. The ways to give is on the screen. You guys should have already done that. I've already given my offering. We've already given our offering, so you should have already done that. So make sure that you have given your offering for tonight. Everybody, at least an $8 offering should already be done to demonstrate church. That's what's up, V? What's up, daughter? Some of the things I want us to be able to do without us having to be reminded of. Like some things is a part of our culture. It's embedded. It's already embedded in the things that we do at D8. So those things shouldn't have to be reiterated every time we stand before you or every time that we go live. You already know we want 100 people on, 100 likes, 100 shares. Y'all already know we do that. And that's even on Sunday mornings when we're in the sanctuary. So that should be something we have to say. As soon as you get to church, man, on your way to church, for those who are late, and go ahead and like that, love that thing, and share it, man. And if you're on here, if you're a part of Demonstrate Church, you need to go and like the church's page so that way you get the notification. So can you do that tonight? Do all of these things tonight so we won't have to keep asking you to do these things now. And so I'm just a stickler for, once you know what to do, then you should have to be told to do it all the time. And so let's do these things, and so that way, man, we can always stay ahead of things, and so we don't waste time having to reiterate things that should already be known. Can we do that? Good peeps. So listen, let's jump in here and see what y'all got going, man. Let's see what we talking about tonight. I'm excited to teach tonight. Teach the word of the Lord tonight. Let's hop in here and see what we got, man. So tonight, let's go to the book of Exodus. I want to challenge you, because we're embarking upon. Now I know it's kind of somewhat early, but I want to hit it now. It's 88 people, only 80 likes. Come on, people. We need 20 more likes to get this up. So now, what I want to do is I want to challenge us going into, it's just March, and so we got a few more months before Thursday. But I want to, and remember, we're still in this series talking about the mountains. So let's get high. So I'm still talking about that. But tonight I'm going to be talking about the mountain that they were on when Moses gave the decree about Thursday. Thank you, Tasha. And so for those of you who hadn't heard this, we're going to try to introduce it tonight so we can galvanize the crew. Man, I believe Dr. Neve and I was discussing last night. We were talking last night, and this is our prayer. I don't know if it's your prayer. This is our prayer. It is our prayer that everyone in Demonstrate Church would become financially independent and become financially stabilized until having to wait until next week or wait to pay periods for you to have to do anything. We want that to be over for you. And so and we were sitting discussing tonight. I saw another church online, and people were giving. They would give, pastors were giving them 15. They raised $100,000, $124,000, and the church is much larger than ours. So I'm not impressed by, it's a great thing, but we can do that as well. So I saw it, and I was like, and it stirred me. And I was always going to teach tonight, but seeing that, it gave me a little more and so and as I was thinking, Dr. Neiman, I was talking, I was like, man, I can't wait to the day to where, like, what's up, Pastor James? Tom, what's up, man? So what we want is that we were sitting there thinking last night, man, and we were going through writing down the names of families and individuals who we know can partner with us to meet this financial goal in August. We're going to do $150,000 in August, and we're going to do that during our offering period. It ain't going to be no all-day auctioneer thing. That's our goal. And so we were going through just thinking about, man, God has blessed us with people that we could, that we could depend on. And this church is only 2.5 years old. And for us to be able to go through a list of people and just say, hey, man, this family, that family, this person, this person, man, that was encouraging for a church that's still in its infancy. And so and for us to be 2.5 years old, last year we raised over $70,000. This year we set a goal for 100, and so we want to do 150. We want to do the Ephesians 3:20 thing. We want to do exceeding abundantly above all that we can ask or think. So that's what we want. So write this down. August 4th. Let me tell you something. If you're a partner of Demonstrate Church, you listen to me. You cannot afford to not be in the building on August 4th. That is the day that we celebrate our 3-year church anniversary. So whatever plans you have, something on the church, whatever plans you have, you need to, I don't care if you're going out of town, I'm sorry, that's the thing on my shirt is about. I don't care if you're going out of town. I don't care if you out of town that Friday or Saturday. You get your behind back for Sunday morning. August 4th is a national holiday for Demonstrate Church, and everyone who's a partner at Demonstrate Church must or need to be in the building. Do not schedule nothing on August 4th. Make sure you're in the building, okay? And so the August 4th. And so and we're gonna do this Thursday thing big, man, and we're gonna go live with and we're gonna show the world how the church can galvanize and how when people are together, what we can do, and to show them that it does not matter the size of the church. It just matters. It just matters the quality of the people. It's not the quantity of people; it's the quality of people. And we believe in you guys. Yeah, I'll make sure. Yeah, there you go. Fontano, we need to see you in the building on Sunday. You need to be there, Fontano. Your partner now. We need to. If you're partner, we need you to partner with us. All right. So let's jump into this thing. What's up, Calandra? What's up, Lawrence? What's up? What's up, babe? So listen, let's get into this thing. All right. So Dr. Mimi, she's on. Y'all say hi to Dr. Mimi. And so let's jump into this thing, man. So I want to read the scripture today. It said, "All whose hearts were stirred, and his spirit made willing, came and brought their sacred offerings to the Lord. They brought what was asked for by God through Moses for the tabernacle." Do y'all hear that? All whose hearts were stirred. We got 88 lights. We need 11 more, 12 more, and that'll make 100. All whose hearts were stirred, and his spirit made willing, came and brought their sacred offerings to the Lord. They brought what was asked for by God through Moses for the tabernacle. I want to teach, and this is what I'm teaching on tonight, and I want you guys to I want you guys to help me with this, man, because we're still in this series. We're still in this series. Let's get high. And so, in tonight's lesson, we are talking about high level ministry. Somebody write that in the comments. Write that in the comments. High level ministry. Write that in the comments. This is what we talk about tonight. High level ministry. Now we call it the high level ministry because remember when Moses gets this from God, he's on Mount Sinai again. Now remember, Mount Sinai is a way that God has spoken to Moses, and so he always speaks to Moses a lot on Mount Sinai. And Mount Sinai is also is called, it's this place where God gave Moses the Ten Commandments and all of that. So what we want to do is tonight talk about high level ministry. What is high level ministry? High level ministry is ministry that is defined how God, when God speaks to you at the highest peak that he wants you to be on. Now, God could have spoke to Moses and to the people of God while they were at the bottom of the mountain, but God waited until they got to the peak of the mountain. This is why we call it high level ministry. I believe that God spoke to them at this high place because he was about to introduce them to a high level of ministry. And Demonstrate Church, I don't know if you guys notice it or not. What God has afforded Dr. Mimi and I, and afforded some of you, he has afforded God. Listen, when we say this, and this is just to put context around the credibility of your leaders. I've been doing this 25 years. We've been doing this 21 years together in covenant. She was doing it with me 23 years. We weren't married yet, but 21 years in covenant. And we have been all over the world. We have been to at least 20 countries. We have traveled the world. We have been to 41 states in the United States. We've been all over this country, and God has continued to open up opportunities this year for us to go to cities we haven't been through to. And so we would have, God is going to take us over this whole country. We're going to hit every state in this country doing ministry. We have been to at least 41 states in the United States doing ministry. We've been to several countries. God has given us favor. We are traveled. We have experienced things. We have explored different things. And I believe God allowed us to see certain things that what high level ministry looks like, that when we now introduce it to you guys, we're not just telling you what we've heard and what we've seen. We're telling you what we, not just what we know. We'll see, just out of our head. Now we've experienced ministry on a greater level, and some of you all, some of the people that we're connected to, even we took the leadership team some years ago, a few years ago, to a ministry in Baltimore that Dr. Neiman and I connected to. We don't want to name drop, but we don't want to name drop. But some of y'all know we went to, and when we went there, some of you guys were blown away. You guys were blown away by the quality of ministry. Those are the kind of people that we wanted to introduce you guys to, so you can see that when we put vision out there, it ain't something that we're just throwing randomly out, but we're trying to build on a level, and we're trying to build on a level, and we're trying to let your appetite be introduced to that. So when we start, rolling out this vision to demonstrate church, you guys are not saying, "Oh my God, what's happening?" No, we want you to know that we have experienced a level of success and quality experience where we travel. We have been all over the world. We've been amongst people. Like, again, I tell you all the time, I don't share every photo. I have photos in my phone. I have some of the guys' numbers. These preachers that are made, I have their personal numbers. I talk to them. I can talk. I can call them. They know us by name. I'm saying that to say we know what high level ministry looks like, and we're trying to introduce that to our partners. We want you guys to understand that we see in Demonstrate Church everything we need to do ministry at a high level. So I want somebody to write that in the comments. We have everything we need. Right at D8, we have everything we need. Write that in the comments. We have everything we need. And if you look at what the comment says, all you have to do is right here, $53 per week for the next 19 weeks. You'll meet your goal. $53 a week. All right. So thank you, Max. So but we want you to see that we have everything we need to do high level ministry. We have everything we need. Let me tell you something. We believe in you. We just need you to believe in us. I'm telling you, Dr. Me, do you actually think that we would put a goal of that amount out there for the world to know if we didn't believe in you? Think about that. Think about that. We believe in you so much that we will throw a goal out there for a church that's 2 years old, that we will put such a figure out there that some people would think we crazy. They think we crazy because they don't know who we are. Do you hear what I'm saying? If they knew who we were at D8, they would say that amount is too small. What we're saying is we believe in you. And on August 4th, we're going to show the devil, and we're going to show everybody who's watching that at Demonstrate Church, we have everything we need, and we have partners who are going to partner with us, and we're going to do $100,000 plus on August 4th. I guarantee you that. Watch this. So how are we going to do that? So this is God talking to Moses. After God bring Moses to this high place, this is why it's called high level ministry, because this is in our series, Let's Get High. High level ministry. So God brought Moses to this high place and then give him instructions on how to build. So he said, now I'm getting ready to give you some instructions to how to do ministry, but it's going to be in a high place. So this is high level ministry. Can y'all do me a favor? Share this video again, please. All right. So watch this. So tonight, I want to show you through the text what it looks like to operate in high level ministry. Here's the first thing we need to do. If we're going to operate in high level ministry, here's the first thing that must happen. You must trust the voice of your Moses. All right. Now, this is a subject most preachers will shy away from. I don't, and I won't, because I know my heart. I know my intentions. And I'm not telling you to totally trust in me. I'm saying, but if you're going to be a part of Demonstrate Church, you should trust the voice of the person that speaks over your life. So you must trust the voice of your Moses. Why is that important? Because Moses' job for the people of God, and this is our job, Moses' job was to take the people out of poverty, out of scarcity, and to lead them into prosperity and to promise. These were people who were impoverished. They were slave. They had a slave mentality. They didn't think or even feel like they deserved high level living because of what they had experienced in their past. But it took someone like Moses, who wasn't a church boy like the apostle. I was not a church boy. I saw life lived on a level outside of church. That's the reason why when I got in God, I knew that if I can live that well doing wrong, how much better could I live by doing right? Do y'all get this? Because if the Bible says that I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly, that means life in Christ should be greater than the life I had outside of Christ. So for me, I wasn't a church boy, so I was like Moses. I saw what it was to live well apart from God. So when I came into the kingdom, for me, it didn't make sense for people who serve God to be broke and people who serve God to struggle, because I'm like, hold up, if I can struggle living for the devil, if I can do well living for the devil, I should do even better living for God. And now living for God, the things that I accumulate and accrue through God, I don't have to look over my shoulders to enjoy. So for me, it didn't compute. It didn't register that we could be living for the King of Kings who owns it all and we not have what we need. And I'm trying to tell you, we have everything we need. And so I'm saying, there you go, Monty. There is no way you should be saved and struggling. It just don't make sense if you follow biblical principle. So you must trust the voice of your Moses. So Moses' job was to take the people out of a slave environment, a slave mentality, and to navigate them through life to get them to the promise. But the issue was that most of them, because of their enslaved mentality and their lack of faith in who God sent them, the Bible says that they now started to doubt Moses. And when they doubted Moses, God said to them, you will remain in this wilderness until you die. And the only people who will go into the promise are those who were not contaminated by your lack of faith. Lord, hear me. I'm going to help you tonight if you let me help you. And so what am I saying to you? This is what I'm saying. Now, remember this. In Exodus chapter 1, the Bible says that when the people of God were in bondage for 400 plus years, that's another thing. I don't want to get into all that, but slavery, for all the black people who are mad about slavery, you don't understand history. I'm not just talking about black history, but I'm talking about history in totality, because the first slave owners were black people. That's another story. And we enslaved Europeans for 400 plus years, and then it came right back on us as a people, and we were enslaved for. But that's another story. Y'all ain't ready for that kind of teaching yet. I got to wait till y'all get rid of your blackness before you open to that kind of level of knowledge. But that's another story. See, my numbers just dropped when I said that. All right, because we got black power on here. But that's another story. Listen, but here's the thing. But these people were in bondage for 400 years, and the Bible says that they prayed for God to get them out of that. And you know what God did? God said, I'm going to get you out of this, but the way I'm going to get you out of this, I'm going to get you out of this by raising up a man to get you out of it. Let me tell y'all something. Don't you believe? Don't you believe the hype? Don't you believe the social culture? Don't you believe this? When God gets ready to move you from a place of struggle to success, you're going to have to trust a man. You're going to have to trust somebody. And the person you should trust the most is the Moses in your life, because God has given him the navigational system to get you to the place you need to be. And so every Moses has what I call a GPS system. And that is a God, and that is a God purpose system where God navigates him through purpose to get you to the place where you're supposed to get to. And so you have to understand, because Moses had the first navigation system, remember, and God would tell Abraham and Moses, go to a land, I'll show you when you get there. You just have to trust me and listen to me and keep your ears open while you're in transition. So Moses' job was to take a people who were enslaved in their minds and try to navigate them to a place of prosperity and promise and provisions and blessing. But because some of them didn't trust Moses, they didn't make it. Can I tell y'all what happened? God said to the people, he said, because you don't trust Moses, this is what I'm going to do to you. He said, I'm going to allow you to die. You're going to remain in the same place. And some of y'all have to get this. This is the reason why so many people, and you look at some people are blessed. Some people who applied the teaching, you like, how they come in already? They got this, they doing this, God is working for them. It's because they listened to their Moses. You'll be surprised that the people who did not listen to Moses were the older people who had been around Moses. And God said, I tell you what, since you've gotten so comfortable, I'm going to let you remain in the same place until you die. And I'm going to take the people who were not contaminated by your lack of faith. And you have to understand this. When you don't listen to your Moses, you're going to go around in circles and you're going to keep experiencing the same thing over and over again. And you're going to be trying to blame Moses. And all Moses was trying to tell you to do, if you trust me, I can get you out of this. And I've been trying to tell you all, if you trust me, now not me, but the God in me and the voice that comes out of me. Do y'all understand? You just for a small sample, you guys see it all the time. Dr. Mimi and I'll share some stuff prophetically, and we have no idea about your life. Some of y'all right now, you know you in the right church, and I'm your Moses, and Dr. Mimi, your Mosette, you know it, and then Pastor Depp and Pastor Marcus and Pastor Ronald, Pastor Keita, Pastor Kim, and they are your hers and your Aarons and your Joshuas, because you know this, because every time we get up to say something or teach something, just like when Fleeks talk, when Dr. Andrew talk, when Brandon talk, when Pastor Brandon, all these people, when they get up to teach, you're trying to figure out, did they have do this church have a bug in my house? Do Pastor and Dr. Mimi have a bug in my car? Do they bug my car? Do they have a bug on my phone? Because I was just talking about this last night, and then they get right up on Word Girl Wednesday and talk about everything I just said. Or on Sunday morning, somebody preached something I just talked about on the way to church. You're trying to figure out, is my car bugged? No, you are in the place where Moses lives. Moses should be in your life when he's not in your life. You understand? So if you listen to your Moses, you won't keep going around in circles. And some of you right now, you have been with us too long to continue to be going around in circles. And some of y'all just going around and around in circles. And God told them, he said, you're going to stay here until you die. You're going to stay. You're never going to get to the promise. You're never going to experience the life of abundance. You're never going to experience high level living because you don't listen to your Moses. I'll prove it to you in the text. Look at verse 1 of chapter 35. It says, and Moses, watch the text now. I'm not making none of this stuff up. Moses gathered all the congregation. If you know this is going to bless you, you want to pull somebody else in on this. There's some of you right now, you are not a member, you're not a partner of Demonstrate Church, but you're on here tonight. We want you to consider partnering with us for Thursday, August 4th. If you're not a part of Demonstrate Church, but you would like to be virtually, you say, I'm not even in the city of Houston, but I dig this church. This church is hot, it's lit, it's fire. That's all the young people say. It's bussing, right? All right, and that what all the young kids say? This church is bussing. This church is lit. This church is fire. This church is dope. This is what all the young people say. If you say, I'm not a part of Demonstrate Church, but I like this church, hey, can I be a part of this church virtually? We would love to have you a part of this church virtually. All you have to do is send us a message in the inbox telling us what you want to do, and we'll have Tasha to contact you, or we'll have Bristol or Beacon to contact you, and we will make you a part of Demonstrate Church, and you'll be a partner with us, right? Right. So listen to me. So listen to me. So now, what you have to understand is that Moses' design was to get them out of it. But look at this text. The Bible says, do you hear me dropping the words, B? You hear that be a letter? I'm telling you, it's fine. Right, Shante? I want you to look what Moses said. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together. Can y'all do me one favor? Would you consider inviting somebody in? Just tag somebody just tag them and say, you need to get in here. Watch this. Watch this. So, and Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, look what Moses said. These are the words which the Lord had commanded that ye should do them. Now, this is not Moses. This is Moses being a funnel. You know what a funnel is, right? If a funnel is, if you're trying to pour a certain liquid from one container to another container, you have what they call a funnel. And the funnel's job is to seamlessly pour from one entity to another. And that's all Moses was. Moses was the funnel between God and the people. And if the people wanted to get authentic word from God, they had to be connected to the funnel, which was Moses. It does not matter if the funnel is connected to this source, if the receptive container is not under the source of the funnel flows, but nothing falls on the container because it's not properly aligned. Do you understand? Moses was the funnel. So Moses' job was not to try to tell the people what he wanted them to do. His job was to be an echo to the voice of God. He said, these are the words which the Lord had commanded that ye should do, not me. And when God gives your Moses a vision and say, Moses, talk to the people. When Dr. Mimi or one of the other pastors stand before you and say, hey, Thursday's coming, this is what we want to do, then your job is to be the recipient on the other end of the funnel and receive what's coming from God, because it's not Moses, is coming from God, but you got to trust Moses enough to receive from God. Lord, help me up in here. Notice, you got to trust the voice of your Moses. I'm talking about if we're going to do high-level ministry, you got to first trust the voice of your Moses. Look what happened. He said, God, this is what God told me to do. And look at verse 4 of chapter 35. Verse 4 said, and Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying. Moses said, hey, man, this ain't me. So when I stand and say, listen, man, y'all see this. You guys see this. We happen to go to 2 services on Sunday because you guys see it. You guys see we don't have no room for the kids. So you think it's just me standing up there. Now, if I was a jackleg or someone who was just in it for the money, we would have 20 people in there. And I said, hey, y'all, let's raise $100,000 because we need room for the kids. Then you know I'm lying. But because you are visible, Sunday, even my kids couldn't go into the kids' room because we got there tardy. And because we got there tardy, watch this, the kids were already, the room was already at max capacity. And those are our children. So Savvy has to sit in the sanctuary because we don't get no special privileges. That's why we need more space. And so we had to take Savvy into the sanctuary with us because the room were at capacity. So when we say this is a God thing, this ain't something we just standing up to try to get your money. This is something that you see that we have a need and your partner. So let's make this happen. So trust Moses, because Moses is not going to tell you anything that you don't already know. You can see that we need it. Lord, help me up in here. So you have to trust Moses. Watch this. And so look what verse 35 and 20 says. And he says, so all the people left Moses Look at here, people. So all the people left Moses and went to their tents to prepare their gifts. Look at here. So for number first, you got to trust the voice of your Moses. So they trusted him so much that as soon as he said it, they left his presence and went home and did what? Prepare. From August to August, you guys know that Thursday is coming. And we tell you to prepare. But notice what Moses did. Moses didn't even tell them to prepare because they're doing high-level ministry. See, when you do high-level ministry, the leader does not have to tell you to prepare. The leader just have to cast the vision. All Moses said was, hey, we get ready to do high-level ministry. We need you to do this. And the Bible said, he didn't say, hey, now go home and prepare. The Bible says as soon as the people left Moses, they went to their tents and went home to prepare their gifts. They went home and said, you know what, baby, let's sit down. We got to cut this out because if we cut this out, we can save this. We cut this out, we can do this. We got to make sure that we don't spend nothing extra until we get our $2,000 saved so we can give this Thursday. That's what they did because Moses didn't have to tell them to prepare because people who are connected to high-level ministry already know that if my leader says something, if my Moses says something, then he's not just talking. Always remember this. Write this down in the comments because I want y'all to live by this. Write this down. And this is something that I always live by. Dr. Mimi and I, when we serve other pastors, always remember this, that when your leader speaks, it's never a suggestion. If you trust them. If your leader declares something over the pulpit, it's never a suggestion. Thank you, baby. It's never a suggestion. It's never a suggestion. So what do you mean it's never a suggestion? If God gives your leader, your Moses, something over to declare to you, it's not a suggestion. It is God telling you, prepare for it. Glory to God. You got to hear this. Prepare for it. Prepare for it. And he didn't have to say that. And you say, why that? But well, Moses, they don't have to prepare for it, but all Moses did, notice what Moses did, because most people say, Moses, well, you just give what you know. Moses was specific. When you read Exodus 35, 1 through verse 19, Moses was specific. God said, this is exactly what you need. And Moses was specific. So y'all said, why you ask for 2,000? Why you ask for 1,000? Because we're specific. Because when you're doing high-level ministry, you must be specific. You guys coming in on Sunday, you see that you see that beautiful backdrop that we have. You see that LED wall. That thing costs some money. But guess what? Because of what you did last Thursday, not last Thursday, but last Thursday, we're able now to go purchase an LED wall at 2 years old in ministry. And there's many churches that can't do that. And they've been in ministry longer than we are. It's because they don't trust their Moses. You got to trust your Moses. Watch it. And then here's another thing. When you trust Moses, you don't let people change their mind. Because I want you to notice the text now. That you don't let people change your mind. I want you to notice the text. You don't let people change your mind. Okay. I'll tell y'all where you can sow your seed. Just hold it up. Hold on. I'm glad you're stirred, but let me finish it. If you want to sow your seed tonight, we can sow it tonight. But watch this. I want you to get this. So Moses asked for a specific amount, and then when the people, notice verse 20, and they left Moses and went to their tents and to prepare their gifts. So that means some of them left with their family, some of them left with their friends, some of them left with their church members, but they did not let anybody outside of Moses' presence make them change their minds about what Moses said. Lord, you got to get this, because you and I both know, and some of y'all have been guilty of this, that when you have left a meeting where we've said we need to do this, we need to give this for Dr. Mimi's birthday, a pastor's birthday, we need to get this for the youth, we need to give this, and some of y'all in the meeting, but then when you left the meeting, somebody riding in your car said, man, I ain't giving that. I think that's too much. I don't agree with that. I don't think we should give that. Why they asking for that much? I don't understand where the money. You let somebody change your mind. But when these people left, They didn't let nobody change their mind. They didn't let, when they got home, their husband said, I don't agree with that. You giving all your money to the church. No, they did not. And you can't let nobody flip your mentality about Thursday. I want you to write this in the comment and let your faith and let our faith collide and merge right now. I want you to write in the comments and say, we will raise $150,000 on August 4th. Write in the comment, right? August 4th, $150K. We will do it. Why? Because we're not going to let nobody. Did you hear what I just said? I said nobody is going to make us change our minds about what Moses said. Yeah. When they left, no, they went home and prepared. As soon as they went home and prepared. And the husband said, man, we can't afford to give that. No, you're not changing my mind, man. No, you're not changing my mind. I don't think, no, we're not. I don't think we can't. I don't think, no, instead of us giving up 2,000, let's give 300. No, you're not changing my mind. You're not changing my mind. If you don't want to give, I'll do that for our family. So I'll cut back. No, I'm not getting my hair done. I'll do my own hair, get my own, I'll paint my own. But I'm going to make sure that on August 4th, that our family will be represented if you don't want to or not. Okay. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Pastor Kim. Let me see the people saying that. I want to see y'all say it. Let me see y'all say it. I want to see y'all say it. Yeah, let me see. Let me put y'all on the screen. Let me put y'all on the screen. Ooh, y'all dropping it real fast too. Look at. I want y'all to see your names up there. I want you to see your name up there. I want you to see your name on TV. Look at that. Ooh, look at your name on TV. Look at that. Look at that. I'm putting y'all name up there. Look at these nice pictures. Look at that. This is you. You saying it. So now you're saying it. So I want the world to see you say it. So we got proof you said it. You see that? And so everybody who's saying it, we want to see it. We're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it, Dominique. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We got this, Jaquita. We got this. We got this. We got it. Look at all these people saying it. Yeah, all y'all saying it. I want to see it. Yes. Yeah, everybody, all your names up here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what galvanizing looks like. This is what it looks like. And we're gonna do it. So watch the text. They did not let nobody talk them out of it. Nobody talked them out of it. Here's number 2. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I just, I ain't been with y'all on Tuesday night, so I like this flow on Tuesday. Here it is. So here it is. So if we're gonna do high level ministry, number 1, we gotta trust the voice of Moses. Number 2, you don't have to pray about it. Just immediately prepare for it. That's it. So here it is. When your Moses gives a decree, if you trust Moses, you don't have to go on a fast, and you don't have to speak in tongues for 3 minutes, and you don't have to sit in sackcloth and ashes, and you don't need nobody to come in agree. You don't have to do that. If you trust the voice of your Moses, thank you, Shante, then if Moses said it, I don't have to pray about it. You know why? Because I trust Moses. And I know Moses' character. And Moses would not stand up there, Dominique, and tell me that God said something and God didn't say it. I trust him. He would not lie to me. He would not publicly and maliciously lie to me. So if he said it, I don't have to pray about it. I just need to prepare for it. Oh my God. No, you don't have to pray. Notice what the text said. I just showed it to you. As soon as they left, the Bible didn't say they prayed. They didn't go on no fast. They didn't do nothing. They just went home and looked at their checkbook, looked at their bank account, and said, "Let me set this aside. Let me set up my bank account automatically because I don't trust myself. So let me automatically set up every 2 weeks. I got $100 coming out for the next 19 weeks. $100 coming out." And so that way, for the next month, I got $250 coming out of my account automatically. So I don't trust myself to transfer because I want to make sure that I'm prepared for it. Ooh, can somebody do me a favor? Because I did, this scripture just came to my head. I didn't put it on my notes. Can somebody get 1 Corinthians 16, 1 and 2 for me and put it in the comments and I'll put it up on the screen. I want y'all to show that. They didn't have to pray for it. All they had to do was prepare for it. When you trust Moses, you don't have to pray about it. you just immediately prepare for it. They went home immediately. They didn't have to pray about it at all. They didn't have you. They don't have to pray about it. I trust Moses. If he because you know why I trust Moses? Because I see the money. I see where it's going. You see the upgrades at the church. You see what we're doing. I see the money. I see where it's going. So I trust them. If they say they're going to do something, I know they're going to do it. Thank you, son. I want to pull this. Look at this scripture. Look at this is Exodus. This is 1 Corinthians. I just saw 1 Corinthians 16. I saw down here it is. Look, this is what Paul said. Paul said, now about the collection for the Lord's people. Do what I told the Galatian churches to do. On the first day of the week, each one of you should set aside a sum of money and keep it with your income, saving it up, so that when I come, no collection will have to be made. So look what Paul is saying. He said, listen, you already know Thursday is coming. You already know the date is coming. So why don't you just go ahead and prepare for it? Go ahead and prepare for it. So when it's time to do it, I don't have to waste a lot of time begging people because you've already prepared for it. See, it's a difference when you set aside $1,000 or $2,000. And it's a difference if I have to ask you on the spot for $2,000 you didn't prepare for. If you have it and you had prepared for it, you're more reluctant to give it. But if you prepare for it, when I ask for it, you readily give it because you were prepared for it. So don't wait until August and say, let me scramble to be prepared for Thursday. So now, because you'll be sitting on what you could give, but won't give it because you didn't prepare for it. So Paul said, hey, you know it's time. He said, I'm trying to tell you what I did with the last church. Just go ahead and prepare, set it aside every week. So by the time I come, we ain't got to worry about all this. Because at Demonstrate Church, it's not our job to raise offerings. It's our job to raise people. And when you raise people, you don't have to raise offerings. Did you hear what I just said? High level ministry. Somebody put that in the comments. We don't raise offerings, we raise people. Write that in the comments. We don't raise offerings, we raise people. We don't raise offerings, we raise people. And if we raise people, raised people give good offerings. Do you understand? That's called high level ministry. That's what we're talking about tonight. So if you're on here now and you just got on here, go ahead and like this. I want to stop right now. I want to stop because I kind of fussed at y'all Sunday. So I want to stop now and give y'all some props. Y'all showed out tonight. Y'all on here, 100+ people on the whole time. Hey, number love. One love for your boy. You understand? I know it's because y'all don't want to go to church on Tuesday, but hey, listen, thank y'all. If I don't care what the reason is, you're doing it. This is how it should be every Tuesday. If it's me talking or I don't care who it is. Don't just do this for me. Don't just do this for Dr. Mimi. Respect every voice who you have the privilege to honor to listen to. All right? I know y'all just want to go back in that building, so y'all want to, yeah. But don't do this. Don't do that no more because it's disrespectful to God, disrespectful to the people who have prepared a message for you, and it's disrespectful to to your leaders. It's disrespectful to your brothers and sisters in Christ as well. All right? So nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Watch this. So here it is. So listen, because the reason why you don't want to pray about it because worship for giving is pleasing to God involves preparation. Did you hear what I just said? Worship for giving that is pleasing to God involves preparation. My God, did y'all get that? That is so powerful. Worship for giving, because you do know. I want to show y'all this because because this is what we don't understand is that we don't realize that giving is worship. That giving is worship. Can you help me out again, son? Because you got that pretty fast. First Chronicles 16 and 29. Can you give me that scripture, son? Because you got that really fast. Yeah. So worship forgiven. Notice I said worship forgiven is pleasing to God, involve preparation. Worship forgiven, pleasing to God involves preparation. When you know you're about to enter into God's presence, we prepare for this. I think y'all for right now. We don't raise offerings; we raise people. But I want you to write this also. Write this while you're writing. I want you to write this while you're writing. Okay, I forgot it. The Lord will bring it back to me. Worship forgiven that is pleasing to God involves preparation. Did y'all hear what I just said? It involves preparation. So when you prepare, there it is. Thank you, son. I want to get that comment. Let me get that comment. All right, let me get that comment. Because I want y'all to get the script on the screen too. Thank you, son. You ascribe. Here it is. So he said, ascribe to the Lord the glory. Look here. Now he said, ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship the Lord in splendor of holiness. In other words, I want you to see this. Worship forgiven involves preparation. Notice that his offering and worship is intertwined. So when it's offering time at church, when it's time to give, the worship service hadn't stopped. That's not an intermission. That's not halftime. That's not a break. That's not the time to go to the concession stand. No, that ain't the time to have. No, that's the time to still be in worship, because your worship includes your offering. It includes your giving. And so you have to understand that worship, that worship forgiven, pleasing to God involves preparation. So that means when you come to church, you're always prepared to sow. Dr. Mimi and I, we have multiple accounts, but we have one account that we only strictly have for sowing. Do you hear what I just said? So when Thursday comes, guess what? We're not asking y'all to sow if we don't sow. We're prepared for it. So we have a special account just for sowing. So when we go to Bishop Allen, when we go to our fellowship meeting with our pastor, we go to a conference, we already have enough money that whatever they ask for, we are prepared to give, because we have an account that we set aside just to put money in it throughout the year, over the years, that is designed only for sowing. So it does not have to come out of our general giving. So I'm never challenged about what I can give and what I can't give, because it may affect my bill money. No, we already prepared to do that. And we've been preparing to do that for years. So if they ask us for $14,000, they say we need y'all to give a $10,000 offer, we can write the check and it won't hurt us, because we prepared for it. Y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all don't want to hear this. We prepared for it. So I'm talking about somebody writing in the comments, high level ministry. We're talking about how to do high level ministry. And here's the third way we're going to do high level. Your heart must be healthy. Yes, baby. You no sugar. You got to have a healthy heart. When I say a healthy heart, if your heart does not heal, you will suspect every person who asks you for money in church that they have a motive, or they have an agenda. And let me help you with that. Even if they have an ulterior motive, or if they have a negative agenda, it does not matter to God in reference to you. That means that if they have a motive that is negative, when you give, God blesses your intentions over their motive. Did you hear what I just said? So when your heart is healthy, you're not a skeptic in church. Oh my God, here they go. Ask for money. Oh my God. Oh, no, no. You're not a skeptic because you know that, look, this is my way to set my family up for the rest of my life. I'm not concerned about what the church is going to do with my money. I'm not a skeptic. I'm a believer. And so if they say God said it, and because I trust them and trust God, if I give it, God is going to bless my intentions, even if they have negative motives. Yeah, man, yeah, I want y'all to get that. So you never let someone motive stop your intentions. Your intentions is to be a blessing to your ministry. We don't care what nobody motive is. Here it is. And so your heart must be healthy. Well, look at the text. He said, all those whose hearts were stirred and his spirit made willing came and brought their sacred offerings to the Lord. They brought what look what the text, they brought what was asked for by Moses. Their heart was healthy. So when Moses asked, they didn't go home and complain. They didn't get a no text thread like y'all be doing and create a text thread with your friends and your little clique of people and say, look, what you think about that? All what they want now. No, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. Because their heart was pure. Their heart was healthy. And they didn't see anything like that. Ooh. So they realized that if they say give it, I'm healthy enough to give it. Because a healthy heart responds to the word of God. Listen, I trust God, and I'm so fearful of God that if you say God said it, even if God didn't say it, I'm going to do it because I trust God. And if you had a motive that was negative, God's going to bless my intentions over your motive. So when you have a healthy heart, you respond to the word of God. Secondly, when you have a healthy heart responds to the needs of the kingdom. You want to see people blessed, and you want to be a reason why your church prosper. You don't want to get there and suck up all the air and tear the carpet up. And tear the carpet up with your shouting and dancing. And some of y'all just be shouting and dancing and just tearing the carpet up. And then when it's time, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. And you don't want to be that person. You want to respond to the things of the kingdom. Your heart must be healthy. Hey, can I tell you what this means? Can I tell you what this means? Because I always remember this. When people's heart is not healthy toward you or toward church, the first thing that goes is their money, their giving. Look at the text. Look what Jesus said. He said, for where your treasure is, that's where your heart's going to be. If you say you partner at D8 and you've never given $1,000 for Thursday, and you've been with us ever since we've been doing Thursday, you got to check your heart posture. You got to check your heart posture. Because you've been with us you've been with us for this is our 4th year doing it. And so if you've been 3rd year doing it, so if you've been with us and you haven't yet to participate in it, you need to ask yourself, where's my heart posture? Because if I'm with them, then my money should be there too. Uh-oh. No, this is the text. This is what Jesus said. Watch it. Watch it. Somebody say high level ministry. Somebody say high level ministry. If we're going to do high level ministry, we got to do this here. Notice what the text says. Everyone whose hearts was stirred. I want you to get this. This is what this word stirred means. This word stirred, literally. We're in Houston, right? The NASA in Clear Lake gets its name from Hebrew culture. It really gets its name from the Bible. The word stirred is the word NASA, the same meaning. Look at what it means in Hebrew. It means to lift, it means to bear up, it means to carry, it means to take, it means to support, it means to sustain, it means to endure. So that means, and now here's an interesting fact, biblically, the same word for stirred in the Hebrew is the same word for armor bearer in the Hebrew. So in the Hebrew, the word NASA is also for armor bearer. So the word NASA does not just define stirred, it defines armor bearer. Because when you are an armor bearer, or when your heart is stirred, when you're an armor bearer, your job is to lift your leader up, help carry, take, support, sustain, endure. That's your job. It's just like NASA. When your heart is stirred about your ministry, you become like NASA. Your job is to use your resources to help lift, bear up, carry, take, support, sustain, and help the ministry endure. Now, you and I have both seen, watch the text, we have both seen a space shuttle go into orbit. But for that space shuttle to go into orbit, that space shuttle has to have these four things on it. They're called rockets. The rockets don't go to space. The rockets' design is to get the space shuttle into space. So an armor bearer is like the rockets. You as a partner, you're like a rocket. Your job is to get the space shuttle into orbit. And here it is, high level ministry. Your job is to make sure that your ministry is supported so it can continue to go high. And watch this, and just like the space shuttle, when that space shuttle goes high, everybody can see it. But when it's on the ground in Clear Lake, the only people can see that space shuttle are the people who are in close proximity in Clear Lake. But it doesn't let everybody see it until the rockets do their part. When the rockets do their part, the rockets' job is to launch that space shuttle into orbit. And once it hit orbit and get off the ground, people who are not even in the same city can see it. And I'm trying to tell you, if you let your heart be stirred for Demonstrate Church and you become the rocket, you will make sure that people in Africa can see Demonstrate. People in India can see Demonstrate. People all over the globe can see Demonstrate. Because right now, if the rockets are not working, the only people can see us are the people who are in Greenspoint. We need you to be a rocket. We need you to be a rocket and support, Demonstrate, and get us off the ground. I wish somebody on this live tonight, at least 100 of y'all, who will drop in the text thread now in the lower third and say, we are about to be seen by everybody. Because, watch this, because you are a rocket. And on August 4th, you are going to help us hit orbit and let the world see us. Watch what I tell you. If we meet that 100, when we do that $150,000, when you are the rockets and you launch it, watch how social media respond. Watch how the world respond, because they're going to try to figure out how a church who is just 3 years old, who don't have no support from a mother church, raising $150,000 in 20 minutes. Watch how social media respond, because the rockets just lifted us off. Mm-hmm. You're that rocket. You're that rocket. And here it is. And the truth is that the rocket, once the rockets get that space shuttle into orbit, the rockets fall off. And although the rockets are not seen, the space shuttle couldn't get there without the rocket. And some of y'all got to realize this, is you may not be in orbit, but we couldn't be in orbit if it wasn't for you. And I don't care who gets the credit as long as you're in the credits. We tell y'all this all the time. When you watch a movie, you may see Will Smith on the screen. You may see Denzel on the screen. They may get all of the publicity, but the person at the end of the movie, when you continue to watch the movie and you see see what they call the credits. You see the names of the people who made it possible for Denzel to be on the screen. And what you don't realize is that although Denzel was on the screen, he don't make more money than the producer. And although you don't see the producer is the reason why he's on the screen. And some of y'all are producers, and some of y'all are writers, and some of you all are screen hosts, and some of y'all are cameramen and camera. You don't realize, although my face or Dr. Mimi or one of the pastors' face may be out there, but your name is in the credits. Your name in the credits. And we wouldn't be able to be seen unless you were in the credits. So if nobody else give you credit, just realize you're in the credits. Ooh, you are the rocket. You got to get us there. You're the rocket. We can't get there without you. You are the rocket. We can't get there without you. We need you to be you for us to be us. We are going into orbit, and we need somebody to see. We need the world to see, demonstrate. Y'all don't know what we got going over there. We need the world to see us, and we can't let the world can't see us if the rockets don't do their job. Ooh, somebody write, I'm in the credits. 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 Thank you, Amy. Thank you, daughter. Here's number 4. And so your spirit has to be easily your spirit is easily conforms to God's will. Notice notice what the text says. It says, and all their hearts were stirred, and his spirit made willing came and brought their sacred offering. Notice your spirit easily conforms to his will. When we do high level ministry, we don't have to pull teeth. We don't have to force people. We don't have to beg people. So on August 4th, when we stand to say it's time to give, and some of y'all can give now, and we will calculate that. So when you give it, if you won't give it tonight, we want you to put in the just make sure you label it as Thursday. And listen, if you give today, you still want to give on Thursday. Don't just let this be, I'm gonna get mine, I'm done with it. No. If God continues to bless you, you want to be a blessing. Listen, I want to say this. This is just my desire. And I want to say this. And if you on here and you say, I'll do that with you, Apostle. I would match that. Me and my family would match you and Dr. Mimi. Just if we had 50 people. If we had 50 people who say, I got $2,000, boom, that's done. You say, I want to, if we get 50 people to say, I got $2G, I'll make sure I have $2,000. If you could say that tonight, that by August 4th, I will be a blessing to my church and be a rocket and give $2,000, and you match that, I'm going to give 2Gs, Dr. Mimi give 2. If you say I'll match that and we get 50 people, we already got our goal, and everything else will just be an overflow. You understand? So all I'm saying is that we can do this. We just need people with the right mentality. Dominique said he got 2G. There you go. Dominique said I got 2. I like it, son. He's not the only one. I got 2. That's $6,000 right there. I'm saying, well, Violetta said the Jeffers would match. You see him? The Moors will give. That's touche. You see it? He said, I'll be number 1 leading out. That's what I'm saying. Your spirit easily conforms to his will. So think about that right there. That's already $10,000. You see what I'm saying? If we got people, Shelton say he's gonna match it. You hear that, Dr. Mimi? We know you're gonna match it, honey. All that money you got by August 4th. Miss Angela, she says she's gonna match it. You see, that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to match it, the Gates will match it. Cree said the Williams family, her and Zach in the game. Mary Hudson said, I got 2,000. You see what I'm saying? The Browns are going to match it. The Moors will match it. This is Brandon. You see what I'm saying? Michael Brown said, I got it. This is what I'm talking about. You see? This is what, and we want if we do this, if you guys are the Rockets, man, we're gonna hit over, and then everybody's gonna see demonstrate. Because remember, the space shuttle can only be seen. Look at Gia and Marlon. They're gonna match it. The Millers are matching. Then Dennis says she matched it. Man, this is Smallwood says she would match it. The Millers, so now, hey, this is recorded now. Rubber Band Man, we in. I got you. I got you. The Lees in it. The Thomases are in. And all we need is 50. We need 50 people to do that. Nephew said we got it. All right, Thomas we got it. The Simmons house will match it. People, this is what I'm talking about. Now, and y'all know this is not for me and Dr. Mimi. He said, I'm the rock. Dominique, my son, he's the rocket of Wakanda. You hear me? So watch this. So I'm saying to you, C says she got hers. Listen, this is what I'm saying. You're the rocket. Because this shows that your heart is in the right place because your spirit easily conforms to his will. The Smiths got it. Because we know you and Marco rich. Tell Marco, I know he rich. Y'all can really do 5,000. Y'all so rich. But what's the Swift? Oh, we already know Tia. We already know Terrell and Kiara rich too. Look, but this is what I'm saying. So on August 4th, let's take this space shuttle. Deja got it. Let's take this space shuttle from off the ground so we can just stop being seen locally. We need the world to see us. We need the world to see us as this ministry that we celebrate 3 years old. We're going to launch out in social media and the world's going to see us because we're going to do it live. And they're going to see this small church in Greenspoint, Houston, in the hood, raise $100,000+ in 20 minutes. Where they do that at? They do that with rockets. I'm done. Here it is. I'm done. Let me get this last thing. So your spirit really conforms to the will of God. So watch this. And willingness is God's first requirement. He don't. All he asks is for you to be willing. Notice what he's saying. Brandon says she got 2K. I know y'all got it. I'm gonna do 2 this year. That's what I'm talking about, Shante. I know you got it. And then Shante, you got a boo too, and you'll be booed up by the end. You understand? You hear me? I love it. So watch this. So willingness is God's first requirement. Notice he said, all whose hearts were stirred and their spirit made willing. Your heart, you have to first have a willing heart. Watch this. And here it is. And there is no external criteria here. Each of us can be a part of a special group dear to God merely by developing and expressing a willing heart. All you have to do is have a willing heart. If you have a willing heart, God will do it. And here's the last thing. When we do high level ministry, that's because you understand the power in unity, power of unity in community. And what y'all doing, I'm so geeked up too, Lawrence. This is what y'all doing tonight. This is called, Desiree says she's going to put 2K in. I love it too. That's what I'm talking about, cuz. You understand the power of unity and community. Listen, when we do high level ministry, we understand the power of unity. We do this together. We do this together. And when we do it together, we see the results of God. Dominique said, I'm prepared for it. You got this, Dominique Morrison. The power of unity. And I want to tell y'all what's going to happen with the power of unity here. Notice what he says, verse 35, 22. He said, both men and women came. All whose hearts was willing, they brought to the Lord their offering asked by Moses. God didn't ask them. God talked to Moses. Moses asked them. They trusted Moses that Moses heard from God. They gave gold objects of every kind to the special offering of the Lord. So some of y'all want to figure out where we get the understanding of Thursday? Right here. This is where we get it from. 5:35 and 21. When it says, all whose hearts were stirred. So we just took the word stirred. It just made Thursday. Instead of Sunday, it's Thursday. Got it? So your heart got to be willing. You got to understand community, man. Everyone gave. No one was missing. Husband and wife, everybody gave. And unity is going to take. Hey, can I tell y'all the power of unity? The power of unity is this. Look at, I'm closing with this. I'm done. Genesis 11:1. The Bible said, at one time, all the people of the world spoke the same language, used the same word. Tonight, we're demonstrating unity and power and community. We're speaking the same thing. And when you speak the same thing, watch this. When you speak the same thing, the Bible says that they were so unified, they came together because they all spoke the same language. There was nothing there to stop them. And then look at verse 5. Jump down to verse 5. It says, but the Lord came down to look at the city and the tower. The people were, God said, man, this is amazing. He said, these people, look what verse 6 said. And he said, look, he said, the people are unified and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. That's the power of unity. Even God said, if these people stay unified like this, they can do anything. The only thing that stopped them was confusion because somebody didn't agree. And man, when we hit this level, let me tell you what's going to happen. On that day, we're going to command the blessing, and the blessing is going to rest upon your house for the rest of your life. This was Psalms 133 said, behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. That is where unity is. Verse 2, he said, it's like the precious ointment upon the head of Aaron that ran down upon the beard, even to the skirts of his garment. This is the one I want you to get. He said, as the dew of Hermon, as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life evermore. See, the commanded blessing comes in the arena of community and unity. When you are part of a community and you get unified, the leader has the authority to command a blessing, command the blessing to rest upon your household. Watch this, forever. Forever. You see right in the text, he said, there the Lord commanded the blessings forever. So in other words, Hermon, so Hermon was this high mountain peak. And on the top of Mount Hermon, it was so much snow. It was so cold in Mount Hermon. But in Zion, it was so hot and it was parched and it was dry. And Hermon and Zion is the lowest altitude in Israel. But watch this. This place, Hermon, the Mount Hermon has the highest peak. But because the sun, when the summertime came, the sun, boy, I wish I could preach that. The sun, the S-U-N, but I also say the S-O-N. The sun will hit the top of Mount Hermon and melt the snow off of Mount Hermon. And the snow from Mount Hermon will melt and turn into water, and it will flow down to Mount Zion. So although Mount Zion never received rain, it never had to receive rain, because what happened on Mount Hermon flowed down to Mount Zion. Now, if I was really preaching and wanted to dig deeper theologically, I would tell you this, that Hermon, if you look it up in the Hebrew, it's the word sanctuary. So in essence, what it's saying is that what happens in the sanctuary flows to your house. Lord, help me here. Did you hear that? That's all it means, because Hermon means sanctuary. Zion is where they lived. So it did not. So their house was where they lived was dry, but they never had to worry about anything, because when the sun hit Mount Hermon, it melted the snow on the top of Mount Hermon, and the snow, once it melted, the water, it glazed down and ran down into Mount Zion. So what happened in the sanctuary flowed down to their house. And some of y'all don't understand that if you can do right in the sanctuary, it'll change the quality of your house. And what we do on Thursday, August 4th, is going to flow from our sanctuary to our house. Yeah, look it up. I'm going to try to fact check your preacher. Hermon in the Hebrew means sanctuary. So the snow from Hermon flowed down to Zion. You get this? So Zion never had to worry about water because it always gonna come from Hermon. Ooh, I'm done. I'm done. Father, bless your word. Father, bless your word. Oh, we get this last thing. And here it is. And here, when we live a high level ministry, we don't stop until we reach the goal. We're not going to stop until we reach the goal, and we're not going to beg because remember, we don't raise offering, we raise people. Look at this scripture in the next verse, Exodus 35. The Bible said, and they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring so much, man, we got enough. And then look what the Bible says. Moses sent throughout the camp saying, nobody else bringing nothing. We got enough money to do what we need. And they stopped the people from giving. We want to stop you from giving. I want you to write that in the comment. Say, our goal this year is to be stopped from giving. What kind of preacher would tell you that? Our goal is to be stopped from giving. Because I want to hear them say, we've reached our goal. Nobody else needs to bring anything. That's what happened. Read Exodus 35 and 36 in your own leisure. The Bible said that Moses sent word throughout the camp. He told Pastor Knapp, he told Pastor Blaine, Pastor Marcus, he told Pastor Kim, he told Pastor Brandon, he told Pastor Keita, he told Pastor Ron, hey, but let your auxiliaries know we reached our goal. Nobody has to give anything else. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? Read the Bible. Read the Bible. Look what verse 7 says. He said, for the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to be made and too much. This is the season of too much. High level ministry. We want to do high level ministry. And we're going to do high level ministry because you are going to be the rockets to help us do it. Hey, I'm gone with the wind like Clark Gable. Love y'all so much. Listen, some of y'all sow seed tonight. Y'all know how we do it. Like I said, some things are embedded in our culture. We don't have to say it. I'm not going to ask you how much sow. You sow based on how this word bless you tonight. Is there any questions for me? Is there any questions for me? Listen, this is my desire. I already know some of you guys may not be disciplined enough to do it. My desire is that you could hold your money until August 4th. I want it all to be given at the same time. However, if you don't have that level of discipline and you say, I got to get it off of me now, then you can give it to the church the same way you give on Sunday mornings, but just allocate it to Thursday. And then that way we'll know what to do with it. And we'll isolate it from the general funds. So that way, whenever it's time for Thursday, we can calculate it all together. That's my desire. Because see, but I know they're breaking it down for you. Even if you could break it down and put it in your own savings account until Thursday. The reason why I would want to do that because I like the act of faith that we doing it in the moment. That's just me as I just like in the moment. And so but there's look at demonstrate. If you need an envelope, if you need envelopes, just we have envelopes in office. And Sunday we will present you with envelopes, and you can do what we call envelope stuffing if that's what you need to do. If you need envelope stuffing, we can help you do it that way where you can stuff your envelopes. And so and then bring it on that. Here's my question about confirmation. Does that mean you're speaking to someone else about something and it comes from across the pulpit? That exact conversation, is that confirmation? My question is about confirmation. Oh, you talking about what I said on Sunday? Yeah, no, it's confirmation is a word. I mean, it's a word that the church world uses. It's really not a biblical word. But confirmation, I guess you can say that. Does that mean you? It's not confirmation. It's just God really reminding you as opposed to confirming. because God don't have to confirm what he says. You just trust him or you believe him. But yeah, I think that's a good working definition of about confirmation. Doesn't mean that you speak to someone else and then come. Yeah, that could be you could say it's confirmation. That's a good question, Smallwood. That's a good question, daughter. Yeah. So we can do the envelope stuffing. So Sunday we will present you guys with envelopes. We have them Sunday. Okay, so and so that's what we'll do Sunday. Okay, and then right here, this is the goal. $53 a week for 1,000 goal, $160 a week, $6 for 2,000 goal. We need every person. Now I know we got families who want to do 2,000, and that's cool. And if we have 50 families that can do 2,000, that would be great. But we have 50 people that if you say, hey, listen, hey, me and my family gonna do 3,000, whatever, instead of just doing a thousand a piece, because we want everybody. The real standard, we want every individual. Now, if you can't do it, we want you to try, but we want every individual to reach that high level to give 2,000. If you look at the flyer, look at online, we have the highest level is 2,000. Dominique is a single man; he's giving 2,000. And so so if a single man, single person can give 2,000, we expect for a household to be able to do at least 25 or three. You understand? Or four. We really want each individual. And listen, let me say this, and I want you to hear my heart. Trust your Moses, hear my heart. As leaders, for those of you who operate in a leadership position, and then let me also say this, and for those of you who serve Dr. Mimi and I personally, there should never be a time. And if you're a pastor or elder or minister, if you hit that stage, man, if you hit that stage and you preaching to people and you singing to people and you prophesying to people and you praying for people at the altar, if you have a if you wear a collar, if you do those things, you should never not be in a position to give whatever is asked. You have to change your mentality, because we have to learn, because we can't do high level ministry if the people are not thinking high. This is why God only talked to Moses on the mountaintop. He said, because I want you to realize we're going to do high level stuff. I need you to see from a different place. And if you're going to serve that close to Dr. Mimi and I, if you're going to be singing, if you man, y'all can't be, because if you're up there singing and you singing, you telling everybody else what to do. Lift your hand, clap your hand, turn around. You telling everybody else what to do, but you leading with your voice, but you're not leading by example. You understand? And so what we want to do is that we want you to be leaders in totality. So if you serve Dr. Neiman, man, you guys got to do a better job with saving your money and budgeting your money, so that way you guys, armor bearers especially, because we always say this, because if you always broke, always struggling, you're not an armor bearer, you're a pallbearer. Oh, you know the difference, right? An armor bearer job is to help push the leader. We just said, as you have to push us up. A pallbearer's job is to take you down. It's to bury you. But an armor bearer's job is to help you gain exposure, to live. An armor bearer's job is to help you live. A pallbearer's job is to help you bury you when you die. That's the job of an armor bearer. And that's the job of a pallbearer. We don't want you to be a pallbearer. We want you to be an armor bearer. Certainly, you have to always have your stuff together when you serve your leadership. When you're an adjutant, an armor bearer, your game, your life, you got to be more strict with how you live your life, because you have to always be in a place financially to be able to do everything you need to do, because you serve that close. We can't have it and you don't. You can't do that. It's more than just carrying our Bibles and carrying our iPads and giving us water and giving us a towel. That's because we can do that ourselves. Okay? But if you're going to be a preacher, a minister, a leader, and those of you who are in this ministry and those leadership classes, Jacob said he's going to step out on faith. Look at Jeffrey. You hear what he says? He said, I'm going to step out on faith and say that Jeffrey's going to give for. That's what I'm talking about, son. You'll be matching Dr. Mimi now. I'm going to give 2. Dr. Mimi is going to give 2,000. And you and Violetta are going to give 2,000. But that's how it should. Because if you're a leader, if you come to Thursday night classes, there's a greater demand on leadership than it is everyone else. And so that's all I'm saying. And so I'm saying to you, man, y'all start taking this serious. Now, remember this. For those of you who want to learn more, you are welcome to come to the Thursday night ministers class, which is on every Tuesday and Thursday. And let me tell y'all this. If you're coming, don't come one time a day and skip. No, stay consistent. Stay consistent. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the year, our New Year's Eve service, this is where we're going to start ordaining and licensing people. Some of you guys, we're going to elevate you to elders, pastors. Some of y'all, we will affirm you as prophets, and some of you will get ministers licensed, and some of you will be ordained, some of you will be licensed. But that would be but we're watching your activity. So you can't be absent all the time, and then when it's time for us to ordain, you get offended because we didn't choose you. I'm telling you now, because if you haven't been consistent in the class, we're not choosing, we're not laying hands on you if you're not tithing, if you're not giving, if you're not sowing. And some of y'all, like the musicians and some of you elders, y'all don't sow. When it's time to sow, we don't, y'all don't sow. Like musicians, we need to see y'all give it. After y'all play your songs, we need to see somebody give it. I'm not saying y'all don't give, but at some point you want to be seen giving. You don't give to be seen, but you want to at least be seen giving sometimes. But all of you leaders, man, y'all got to be prepared. You got to do this. She said, I wasn't able to consistent due to my night job. Is there a point where the class will start fresh so I can? Yes, we will start. I understand you can't do it because that's a different story. You can't do it because of your night job. I understand that. I'm talking about people who just don't come because they tired. You know what I'm saying? But if you just want to learn more, you say, look, I don't want to be a preacher, and I just want to learn more. The classes are good. The classes are good, man. And so, yeah, it's good. She said, Apostle, what is exactly is Goshen? I came across the term. Girl, now, listen, don't make me preach a whole nother sermon now. Because Goshen is, Goshen is powerful. Now that right there make me preach, because Goshen is the place where Goshen is the place where Joseph, Pharaoh granted Joseph Goshen. Goshen is the place where God says, Pharaoh said, hey, listen, because of who your people are, I want your people to live in the best land. Joseph, because you the plug, because you the connect, Joseph, because you've sustained Israel so much, he says to him, let Goshen, Dr. Mimi says she'll get you that. Yeah, Dr. Mimi, that Dr. Mimi answer, because that right there, I'm trying to let y'all go. Dr. Mimi did do that. Yeah, and so Dr. Mimi answered that for you. Yeah. So listen. But that's my spiel. That's my spiel. So I'm saying to you, leaders. So Thursday night. So every second and fourth Thursday we meet in person. If we travel, we meet online, but that's very rare. And so and so I want you guys to do it. So here it is. So here's the assignment for the next class on the next Thursday. Write this down for all ministers, and we'll have to put out the Mac. Can you get this? Next Thursday, all right. I know y'all already doing your Bible reading, but I want to start doing something different because I want to challenge your retention. We need you to read the book of Ruth, the entire book of Ruth. It's very short, probably 80-some verses, the entire 4 chapters, 20-some verses per chapter. Read the book of Ruth by next Thursday. Study it to remember names, cities, people, and stuff like that, because we're gonna also give you a quiz, because I want to check your retention. Now, some of y'all, you feel like you're getting sick already. We don't get sick at Demonstrate Church, so you're not getting a cold or nothing. So you got to be there. Read the book of Ruth, okay? Read the book of Ruth and remember the names and all of that because I'm gonna ask you questions about the book of Ruth. So if you see numbers, if you see names, you see cities, places, remember those things because we're gonna test you on your retention, okay? Because it's time for you guys now to start remembering what you read. I'm going with the wind for real this time, y'all. I love you guys. Dr. Beeman, I'm so appreciative of you guys. Hey, people, let's do high level ministry, people. We're so excited. Y'all have a good night.